Hey guys, welcome back to the Creator Club save here on FIFA 22. You could have just seen there that your boy's gone and won Manager of the Month. Up the cheese! 5 wins from 5 games in the month of March, which is pretty remarkable. We have never done that before in this save, but we are flying currently, and most crucially, Brentford and Reading, whilst they were flying, the altitude is coming down and the gap is getting closer. Not going to say that we stand a great chance of finishing in the top 2, because evidently we don't. But with Brentford still to play, and our first game here against Crystal Palace in 3rd place, we might stand a chance if other results go our way and if we can continue our good run of form. Now, you'll be able to tell from the title, I've got a challenge for you today. Currently, obviously, we know what kits we play in. We change them each year. But I want you guys to pick my kits for next season. Go into your Creator Club on your console or PC or wherever you play. Create me a home kit and an away kit. And then tweet me a picture. Send me an Instagram DM with a picture. Show me the kits that you guys have created, and I will pick my favourites, my favourite 2, and you guys can decide on our kits for next year. We'll open that up to you each season so that you guys have even more say in what happens here at the club. We have been able to sell Wills as well, thankfully, to Bashaksha here, so he too will leave us next season, which is great news. More players moving out, freeing up more space for players to come in. So 71 rated Wills and 70 rated Segura confirmed as leaving us. I've had to call up a couple of other youngsters because they were getting unsettled. That being Bobby Stevenson, the goalkeeper, and also Sanchez as well. He was a 51 rated CDM. I changed him to a left mid, and what do you know? 67. So he's flown up in overall. Obviously, there's still plenty of work to be done for him, but potentially an exciting player there. We've got a number of players that are running low on contract and have about a year left. Obviously, Vickers is expiring at the end of the season. They're loans. But these contracts here, of all of them that have 1 year and 3 months left, Zach Carr's kind of the only one that I'm really that asked about keeping, to be completely honest. The rest, I'd be quite happy to either let expire, try and sell, or just release, just to free up the space in the squad, because we've got 43 first team players now as it stands. It's a little bit too many. So 6 games remaining, so we won't play the full month today. We'll split it. Palace, Bristol City, Bournemouth today, Blackburn, Fulham, Brentford tomorrow. Well, we may even actually know our fate by the end of today's episode, because we are considerably away from Reading and Brentford, and actually, because of our recent form, considerably away from Stoke, Birmingham, Fulham, Swansea, etc., and Barnsley at the bottom end of the playoffs. So by the end of the first three games we play today, we might be assured a playoff spot already and not be able to reach those above us. We'll just have to play it by ear and wait and see, in which case we can end the league season today and crack on with the playoffs in tomorrow's episode. Right, starting though with a trip to Selhurst Park. We played them earlier in the season. They wiped the floor with me. A 3-0 victory for Crystal Palace. A little bit of revenge might be nice. Crystal Palace with Vicente Guaita in goal. Odson Edouard looks like he's leading the line with Lainez and Jordan Ayew either side of him. Milivojevic and Will Hughes in the middle, as well as Jeffrey Schlupp actually playing at CDM. Lainez, Edouard and Ayew, indeed, the front 3. Right, here we go then. They battered me last time. I want that to not happen again, please. Jeffrey Schlupp again. Milivojevic to Odson Edouard, and out wide to Jordan Ayew. This is already ominous from Crystal Palace as that flies over the top of the bar. Very nearly an immediate 1-0 lead for our hosts. Martin Kelly's retiring at the end of the season, evidently, for Crystal Palace, but I don't imagine he's been too heavily involved in their squad this year. It might be a massive loss for the club with regards to the dressing room presence, but I don't know as Martin Kelly plays that much for Crystal Palace in real life, does he? Palace fans will have to let me know. I don't think so. It was the Liverpool youngster, wasn't he? Although, evidently, if he's retiring now, he's not a youngster anymore, nor even close to it. Julian Alvarez inside there to Tyrese Campbell. Maitland-Niles played back. Driven out wide to Aronson. Tyrese Campbell's looking to make that run in behind. His first touch is poor, though, and that's been our problem so far today in this one. We haven't clicked with our passing game. It's rather evident, again, that Crystal Palace are the better side. And they, as of yet, haven't proven that with a goal to show it. But they may well before the end of the game. It might come rather soonish. Lainez drives around the outside, into the middle. Oof. Zachary Carr does what Zachary Carr does best. Keep the ball out the back of the net. Milivojevic will take this, probably won't go short. No, he has done actually to Jordan Ayew. Well, they're only really going to force another corner at best. Come on then, Aronson. Get away from him. Oh, it's a bit heavy. It was a bit heavy. The opportunity to counter was there. Otton Edouard, Sumero Lainez. Is it Will Hughes running outside? It is. It's a Lainez again. Careful not to drag my entire defensive line this way, then that, and find space for them to play the ball into. Trying desperately to hold on till half-time here. But we won't. Thought the defender was going to intercept that. He didn't. Odson Edouard sweeps home. Was Uwe Martin, was it, in the way? And I don't quite know how that's missed his foot there, unless he's just mistimed it or misplaced his leg. I thought he was going to intercept that. I was pretty confident that was actually gonna happen. Let's have a look and see what happened. Jordan Ayew lifts it in because I was trying to manage that gap to. Odson Edouard as best I could, and it's gone up there, and he's got his leg towards the ball, and then he's moved his leg out the way of the ball so that Odson Edouard can finish. Questionable. We're 1-0 down. Really struggling against Palace today, but we could have been in there. Could have been in there. This feels, as it did the first time we played them, very much like one of last year's Premier League games than it does something at Championship level. They're just quicker to everything and first to everything. The players are just better than anything else we've faced so far this year in the Championship, and it really feels like it. Jeffrey Schlupp through looking for Will Hughes. Here's Maro Lainez as well. They've got Brentford coming up, so Palace level on points with us prior to kickoff, also playing Brentford in the run-in, and might well fancy one of those automatic spots for themselves between now and the end of the season. And I can't cope with Crystal Palace. That's the long and short of it. I can't cope with Crystal Palace. They battered me last time, and well, they're battering me this time too. Gone back there to Devin Wrench, and then inside to Woods, and Lewis Ferguson is here in support, and Tyrese Campbell is there. Can we get past the defender? We get past one, but then just run straight into another. My players just don't feel like they're performing as I know that they can in this game. They feel like they're not good enough. Uwe Martin missing the interception. Tyrese Campbell with some odd, heavy first touches. We've had plenty of misplaced passes, more so than we're used to and have become accustomed to in this save so far. And it's just been a bit of a damp squib of a fixture so far. And, well, we might be about to get worse. We are. Odson Edouard makes it 3, and a hat-trick for him. And that's the difference. They cut me apart like butter, and I can't even get past their midfield half the time. Alexander Woods, Ferguson into Tyrese Campbell. He's just not acting on instinct. Touches feel off. Players don't feel like they're doing what they normally do. It feels really strange. Schlupp swept forward but given away. Right, chance for a counter. A goal difference could be important for us come the end of the season. So I certainly want to make sure that we, if we have the opportunity to... Ref? I think that sums our luck up in this game. A, yes, Palace are better than us. But B, we've not had much luck. Riley McGree's in on his left foot. Are you sure? Right, so that game went the way that it did. Odson Edouard is the second top goal scorer in the league, now with 21. But Christ, that was a little bit frustrating at times. I think it's probably the PG way to phrase it. We got hammered 3-0 last time we played them, and we got hammered 3-0 this time we played them. But maybe it's Manager of the Month curse. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just because Crystal Palace's side are just that good, and we just happened to have an off day. We'll wait and see how we react to that in the remaining fixtures today. But I think that defeat has probably put the anchors on with regards to our hopes of maybe sneaking into the top 2. Oh, that that really didn't go well. Palace are actually now only 5 points behind Reading. We're still 4th and are 8 points behind Reading with 5 games to go. But Brentford looking to pull away at the moment. We've Bristol City next with 5 games to play. Actually, what's the gap outside the playoffs? It's 6 points down to Stoke, 7 points to Fulham. So we could be clear in the playoffs and clear from those above now at the end of the episode. But it may well be, it may well mean that we have to go all the way to the end of the season against Brentford to definitively find out exactly what we're going to be doing playoff-wise and who we're going to be playing. I think it's probably out of our reach now with regards to the top 2, but until it's a mathematical impossibility, I will continue to try. Up next was Bristol City. Bristol City are as close to the relegation zone as we are to the automatic promotion spots. So they've everything to play for here as well. Callum O'Dowd up top through the middle. Naki Wells sat behind him. Max O'Leary in goal. Thomas Callas, you'll remember from his days at Chelsea, captaining the side at centre-back. Bristol City, a side that did challenge for promotion via the playoffs a few years ago. In fact, multiple times, I think. But never really were considered favourites to get themselves up to the Premier League. They've just been sat in the Championship for a few years now. Hopefully, well, from their point, hopefully they will be for at least the upcoming season, because they're threatened by relegation at the moment, and hopefully we won't have to play them next year because we'll have gotten ourselves out of this league. But they're starting on the front foot here. Uwe Martin will win that header, and we'll try and catch him on the break if we can. Tyrese Campbell picks up the ball, racing away nicely to Riley McGree. Out to Julian Alvarez, trying to feed through Tyrese Campbell, but well intercepted. And now here they come going the other way. Naki Wells out wide to Backinson. Pring. Semenyo. Pring again. I don't know where their weak spot is, to be honest. Oh, of course that rebounds straight back to them. What is my life? My luck's so bad today, evidently. The game against Palace was just a joke. And this one has started off in the same manner. The Niles forward to Tyrese Campbell, around the corner for Brendan Aronson to run onto it, up against Ryan Yam. Oh, terrible turn. Terrible turn. Left stick dribbling is officially dead. You just can't do it in this game. At least I can't with players that I've had in this save. Maybe when we get to the position of having some genuine quality, some top-end players, some mid-80s level players, then perhaps we will be able to left stick dribble and turn players, get to that keeps. But at the minute, it's just not an option. And I've had to completely change the way that I play in FIFA 22 to try and compete. I'm still a learning curve for me here, as you can rather obviously see. Passing still shit though. So inaccurate. Matty James trying to lift that over the top. Of course it deflects straight to Semenyo. Aronson wins it back. Oh, Jesus. Come on then. Oh, it was supposed to go all the way across here. Right, run for me please, Julian. He has done, and he's in. Julian Alvarez driving towards the box. All I've got to do is find a teammate, just pull it back, and Tyrese Campbell's there, and we have ourselves a 1-0 lead. Get in! I really need this. I really need this. Not just for our promotion campaign, but for the board as well. We need that streak of 7 unbeaten home games. This would be 5 if we can do it. Then Bournemouth and Blackburn remain. But one game at a time, eh? Roll it quickly out to Aronson. Kakachi on the overlap. Come on then, left back. What you got? Riley McGree's there. Tyrese Campbell itching to get forward. Returned well. I'll use Tyrese and quickly around the corner to Lewis Ferguson, who's in and away from the defenders. But can't get the ball past the goalkeeper. O'Leary with a decent stop. Will try and whip it towards the near post. Tyrese is up. He's headed it over the bar. Okay, we're turning the screw now. We're turning the screw. We've gotten the lead and we're pushing for a second. Let's finish them off as quickly as we possibly can so that we can relax. Right. Oh, there was a hand involved in there somewhere. So that we can relax. Just get the win over the line and then start thinking about what is going to be a ridiculously difficult game against Bournemouth on the horizon. At half-time, Brentford and Crystal Palace are drawing 0-0, which is, of course, a very big game, important game in the nature of the table. Reading are drawing 1-1 as well. Bournemouth are winning, fellow playoff rivals too, who we face next. So we will close, as things stand, on Palace above us and Brentford and Reading. And the top 2 spots will get 2 points clear, 2 points closer, and maybe our automatic promotion campaign might become a little bit clearer. But we are going to have to make sure we win this and hope that results go our way elsewhere. And we absolutely need results to go our way elsewhere for the remainder of the season if we're to finish in the top 2. But all we can do is our bit. And so far, our bit has us 1-0 up here. Matty James through the gap to Scott. We might not be 1-0 up for long, especially with O'Dowda in, and we're not 1-0 up for long. Ah, in typical. Well done, Cheese. There goes your victory. At least we're still unbeaten for the board, but I want wins. I want wins. To get Manager of the Month for no reason whatsoever. Come on, let's fight back. Becky Wells. Forward to O'Dowda. And Matty James. We've tucked narrow there with Kakachi, and Scott's gotten into the box, and this is really dangerous now. Well in, Uwe Martin. Nicely done. Loose pass, but kept hold of it there. Tyrese Campbell use the right back first. No, we won't. We'll try and send Riley McGree in, and we still won't be able to do that either. Oh, Christ. I just can't seem to do what I want to in this game, nor the Palace one. Riley McGree, lay that in front of Maitland-Niles. Just trying to work some space so that I can do that. Get in. 2-1 up. Now I'm going to make some changes to try and hold on to that lead. This has been a frustrating game to play, but in the lead we are again, and hopefully we'll hold on to it.
Alex Scott, what can you tell us?
I am down the line to Scott. How has he got so much space in there? Where is your marking, lads? Jeez Louise, you fight so hard to get yourself back in front, and then they just leave a striker completely free in the middle of the box. Or you can probably imagine how frustrated I would have been had we lost that again. Just not acting on instinct. So slow in the pass and the tackle. Billy Gilmore through to Alexander Woods. Come on then. Oh, what a stop. You are having a laugh. Throwing an arm up. That would have finished off at 3-1 if we don't win this now. Furious. There aren't many times where you can be winning a game and still be seething. This is one of those moments. Final whistle sounds. We've done enough. We had to work for that. A 2-1 win against Bristol City, which takes us to 5 games unbeaten in a row at home. Brentford beat Crystal Palace. That's frustrating. I don't know how Reading got on, but that means that those automatic spots above us are going to get further away. At least Brentford are. We do have them left to play, but they might already be confirmed as title winners by the time we get there on the final day, let alone still have the potential to drop out of the top 2. Oh, I was just so pleased to get the win. Just so pleased to get the win. Really needed to bounce back from that Crystal Palace result. But the next fixture is another giant test. We are 8 points off top with 12 points remaining available. It's going to be a tough one. We are also 8 points clear of Barnsley, below us as well. So I think it's pretty obvious where we're going to finish at the moment, but until it's mathematically impossible, we will continue to fight for it. This may well be a trial run of the playoffs upcoming. As it stands in the table, Bournemouth are the side that we'll face in the playoffs at the semi-final stage. Nyland in goal for them. Junior Stanislas, Ryan Christie and Dom Solanke will be the front 3. Stanislas is retiring at the end of the season. Ryan Christie as far as I can remember, destroyed us last time we played Bournemouth. We did lose by 2-0 to them. I'm kind of hoping that Crystal Palace somehow are able to catch Reading or Brighton at the top of the table, because if I come up against Palace in the playoffs, or in the playoff final, or even in the playoffs, if things transpire the way that they potentially could do, because it's so tight between the three of us. I mean, you've seen how we've done against Crystal Palace. I have no hope of being able to get up to the Premier League if we come up against Palace, either at Wembley or at the semi-final stage. Ben Brereton has gotten a start here, as has Billy Gilmour. Oh, he very nearly scored a goal. Julian Alvarez will get to that as well, and we'll pull it back. And McGree draws the save out of the keeper again. Up we go. Billy Gilmour wins that well. Riley McGree from distance. That definitely hit an arm. We'll have a free kick there, please. Tyrese Campbell could have turned on that, but I'd rather, after the way that Julian Alvarez scored his last free kick from this sort of range, I would rather have a crack at it. Oh my God. Trying desperately to try and keep the thing steady. Oh! Gliding past the post. Stanislas tried to force that through, and Devon Wrench will pick it off. Julian Alvarez will look for Billy Gilmour. Billy will run, as will Tyrese. Try and feed him into the channel. Keeper's come. Oh, looking for the man across. I didn't have the angle to shoot. I had to try and work something. Try and find a teammate forward in support, and just couldn't quite do it, unfortunately. We were second best to everything and acting almost with a malaise against Bristol City. Still able to come away with a win. I need to be quicker. I need to be on it here against Bournemouth if we're to do anything against them, because they're going to be a much tougher test. Forward in there to Alvarez. Just played that behind Gilmour, but somehow it nearly worked. McGree just shaking the attentions off of the defender that's with him. Cook can't keep with him. Billy Gilmour trying to get this round the corner to Tyrese Campbell. Fucking hell, just run away with the ball. Oh, nice interception by Maitland-Niles. Come on then, come on then, come on then, come on then, come on then! On the volley! Straight at the keeper. Oh, what have I got to do to score some goals with all the chances I'm having against Bournemouth? I didn't even realise I'd intercepted that because the camera didn't keep up in time. Okay, that was supposed to go to Billy. There we go, we found him. Now we'll work it out wide to Alvarez. I see Ben Brereton at the back post. That's who I'll look for. And he's fouled the goalkeeper. They're now playing Gary Cahill at fullback. That's something we could try and take advantage of. Just noticed Julian Alvarez could have a little bit of a good time down the right-hand side up against him. Jamal Lowe is just tearing it around everybody at the minute. Junior Stanislas, Amadou in the way. Don't let them have a corner. Well done, young man. Actually, he's one of the elder statesmen of the side, actually. Oh, pretty good one. Just receives that. Come on then. Make me the run, please, Riley. McGree. Alvarez through that gap. Tyrese. At last, the goal comes. We've waited a long time for that, and we deserve it. Oh, nice tackle by Kakachi on Christie. Shame Brendan Aronson apparently has no interest in getting forward whatsoever. I'll still try and use him. Oh, it's Ben Brereton, not Brendan Aronson. Surprised, Brereton's normally quite on the ball when it comes to counter-attacks. Maitland-Niles will switch this. And can I bring it down and spin Gary Cahill? We absolutely can. We'll stand it up. And Brereton will look for Tyrese Campbell. Please bury this. Blocked by the defender. Perhaps should have taken that first time, but didn't have faith that he'd bury it. That is a ball and a half, but thankfully the goalkeeper's there. Could have been 2-0. Could even have been 1-1 if that ball had been a little bit more accurate. Lovely take by Julian Alvarez on this far side there. Absolutely brilliantly brought down. We'll look for Riley McGee through the gap, but they're defending well, Bournemouth. Really well. Just have to hope that they don't start to attack well too. Julian Alvarez. Can we, on the back of that, or lift this one looking for Riley McGee this time? Please, Riley. Thank you, sunshine. A second against Bournemouth. Now we can breathe. Oh. Corner for Bournemouth. Rodgers will take it short there to Ryan Christie. He's been in Kakachi's pocket all game, but he's gotten past everybody there. And he's been a little bit lucky to do so, but why he's shot, I've absolutely no idea. Somehow they managed to work a corner there. Rodgers will take this one short again, will he? He will. Can Emiliano Marcondes do any better? Maybe. That's a decent delivery, and the header was on target from Cook. But that's comfortable enough. 15 to go. 2-0. They beat us 2-0 at their place. We're winning 2-0 at our place. And that obviously means that if we do meet them in the playoffs, it's still absolutely unpredictable and you couldn't call a winner. Everything about this season and this save is entirely unpredictable, isn't it? Out wide to Adam Smith. Back to Cahill. You can see how deep we're sat now, just trying to hold on to this 2-0 lead. Solanke looking to find that far top corner, but Zach Carr wants his clean sheet. Will he get his clean sheet? I don't know. If he comes for this, he should do. He's held that well. We'll just play on. No point waiting for a free kick. We shall just waste the final moments and ensure that we get a victory here against Bournemouth. Delighted after that frustrating game against Bristol Rovers to have been as solid as we have done, or have been here, and to get a decent result as well, and have the opportunity to score multiple more goals. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. You can see what it means to the fans. Absolutely thrilled. That's us pushing still continually towards the top two. But what happened between Brentford and their opponents and Reading and theirs? Brentford drew. Reading didn't play. Reading didn't play. Okay. So it still remains perhaps a possibility for tomorrow's episode that we might finish in the top two. We defended really well and that gave us a platform to push forward and get the goals. Indeed it did. And I did work absolutely tirelessly to try and win that game. Got to go down as an impressive win. It certainly does. Sets the standard for everybody moving forward for the rest of the season. We can beat Bournemouth. We just have to hope and pray that at no point in the upcoming games do we find ourselves coming up against Crystal Palace. We are, with 9 points available, 5 points off the automatic promotion spots. It could still happen. It could still happen. Brentford are 5 points clear at the top. They look like they're going to win the league. Reading 5 points clear of Palace and ourselves. Goal difference is my killer here. We've conceded 50 goals, but Palace have conceded 49. So we're not exactly leaky. But we're not exactly buttoned up tight either. Well, tomorrow then, if we can avoid defeat at home against Blackburn, then we will get a tick in the box for the board objective of get a streak of 7 games without defeat in home matches. We're on 6 now. We just desperately need to avoid defeat against Blackburn, and that could help get us out of the red with the board. But I'll save it here. You don't need to see me just advance my way through some training drills to get to the game against Blackburn, which will be in tomorrow's episode. So please, there's a lot on the line. Join me tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell and you'll definitely not miss out. Drop this video a like. Drop tomorrow's a like when it comes. Check the channel page for anything you might have missed. And the Facebook page too for the My Player Save. And I'll see you next time.